The WRC prepares to return to Chile 4 years after its first visit, staged earlier in the year, back then, May 2019. A venture into the unknown. Conditions on the opening day, in contrast to the pre-event recce. Toyota's Chris Meek setting the early pace through Friday's opening stage. Teammate Jari-Matti Latvala then going a fraction of a second quicker. Oyt Tänak in the third Yaris caught out on a crossing in the opening stage, stalling briefly, losing a couple of seconds. But this would be the Estonian's weekend, asserting his authority in the afternoon, 2 stage wins, and by the end of Friday, Tänak was 22 seconds clear of second place Sébastien Ogier. Saturday, eventful to say the least. Chris Meek, 5th overnight, looking to make up ground in the opening stage. A slow speed roll.
You okay?
Meek able to continue, stopping to let world champion Sébastien Ogier by in the Citroën C3. The Frenchman would leave South America having reclaimed the lead in the Drivers' Championship, but only after a thrilling battle with his old adversary. Sébastien Loeb rolling back the years in the Hyundai i20, winning 4 stages over the weekend, including Saturday's final test, to move to within 5.1 seconds of Ogier going into Sunday. All eyes on the battle between the two champions. Loeb added again in Sunday's opening stage, cutting the gap to just 1.1 seconds. Ogier responding in sparkling style, quickest through the next test, just ahead of Loeb. The cat and mouse continued as Loeb hit back, quickest again in the next stage, by the end of which Ogier held second place by less than 5 seconds with just the power stage to run. Ogier, the penultimate car through, pushing hard to clinch second place, finishing 7.1 seconds ahead of Loeb to conclude a cracking fight between two of the sport's finest. But the inaugural Rally Chile honours would go to Oyt Tänak, unable to resist the temptation to push for maximum bonus points, winning the power stage and the rally. A victory which would prove a springboard for Tänak's successful run to the 2019 world title. The Estonian in good company on the podium, surrounded by champions. Rally Chile's introduction to the WRC, a weekend to remember, for sure.
The stages were a lot of fun, really smooth, very flowing, technical at the same time. Another one which is purely performance, but it was difficult to drive actually. It was difficult to do the recce. I remember we had a lot of fog and then later, with all the shadows and the sun and, deep in the, almost like driving in the rainforest. I mean, all these things, first time there, it was a serious challenge.
Another winner on that May weekend 4 years ago, Kalle Rovanperä. Victory in the Skoda Fabia R5. Like Oyt Tänak, Chile 2019 would be the catalyst for a title-winning campaign.
2019 was really nice. In a way, the rally is really nice. The people were nice, the show and everything was actually quite cool, even though WRC was their first time. The stages are quite technical, but some parts are really nice, quite fast and flowy, also a lot of crests. Definitely some parts of the stage are really nice. Good memories for me. I had a tough beginning of the season that year and I started my winning streak from there, so of course I have good memories from there.
Kalle Rovanperä going on to take the WRC 2 Pro title in 2019. Happy memories of a first trip to Chile, which certainly gave the WRC the warmest of welcomes. Colourful, noisy, huge crowds.
Well, the ceremonial start was something crazy. I think it was first time ever for me that you were introduced as a team. So it was really nice to park the cars as a team on the stage. And yeah, a lot of people for sure in this ceremonial start. So this was really impressive. The stages were also really fast and flowing, so it will be very cool.
Last time we were in Chile, we did it as a back-to-back event with Argentina, so we got to spend quite a bit of time there actually before the rally got going. But yeah, enjoyed the scenery there, enjoyed the stages actually. Some were very similar to Rally GB in fact, which was a bit of a surprise, and then others then a bit different again. But yeah, not an easy event. You know, there was a lot of fog when we were back there in 2019 and very demanding stages, so we have to wait and see what conditions face us this time.
Owen Evans just off the podium in 4th on the WRC's first visit to Chile 4 years ago. The Welshman looking for a strong performance to keep his title hopes alive this year. Toyota teammate Takamoto Katsuta looking forward to tackling the South American stages in the Yaris R1 Hybrid, having driven there in a Ford Fiesta R5 in 2019.
I'm very happy to be back there with Rally 1 car, and stages are so nice. Of course, season is different, so it's going to be interesting what kind of weather and temperature and things, but I'm still remember the stages are so nice, like pretty high speed but still technical, and pretty hard base on the ground, and some sections are quite slippery, but I was enjoying a lot of the stages.
Short 7 right over right.